Hi everyone, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, now let's just take a moment, take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and see which pile resonates with you. All right. So, if you resonated with the first pile, the answer here is the Eight of Pentacles. So that is the answer to the question that you have, which is hard work, it's dedication, it's determination, it's being focused on the detail. It's really putting your nose to the grindstone and knowing that you are heading in the right direction. You are moving forward with confidence and competence, that you are astoundingly good at what you do. So don't doubt if you are good at what you do or if you are not. You are very good at what you do. You're going to be having guidance along the way from energy or from entities that you you'll sit there and be like, I don't know where that inspiration came from, or I don't know how that moved me forward, but it definitely did. Now, I also know that birdsong is going to be super important for you. And some of you have a cat that is just going to help you stay focused, but also kind of brings a playful energy to what you're doing or what needs to be accomplished. Or playing with that cat helps clear your head. And then all of a sudden, you get this like aha, eureka moment, and you can see things so much more clearly as you need to move forward. So, this is going to be a time where the answer to your question is it is hard work, but it is also knowing that you are quite skilled at what you do, that you are very, very talented, that there is prosperity coming your way, and that there is fair pay for what you do. So that is an important thing. It moves us then to our second pile. So if this pile resonated with you, the answer here is the Tower reversed. Now, what that means is that you've come out of a tower time. And so, whatever you were seeking an answer to, you've come out of a very intense, very powerful time for you. It doesn't mean that anybody else has to get that or see that. You get it and you see it. What you're going to be seeing here as well is that you're figuring out a way to rebuild, and you're figuring out a way to really get your footing, to really see what it is that you want, where it is that you need to be, how it is that you need to move forward, and what it is that you desire. Things aren't going to be the same. And sometimes it's a little bit bittersweet, but we're entering into a new chapter. We're seeing a new way forward, and we're finding ourselves more and more and more as we move towards what we want, towards what we need, and towards what's important to us. Now, sometimes emotions will overwhelm us, and we'll be thinking, I can't do this. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to where it is that I need to be. I don't know what it is that I'm looking for. And to remind ourselves, just to step back and breathe and remind ourselves that we've come out of a very stressful time and we need to give ourselves time to heal, time to breathe, time to calm down, and time to center us. That is going to be a very powerful thing. It's going to be a very open and honest thing. And it's also going to help us move forward in a way that says, okay, I need I need to treat myself fairly. Is this an arm? Well, I don't know what that is in the water right here. If it's a branch, if it's an arm, but it has been like we've been holding on to something for like dear life. It's like, oh, if I just hold on to this, I just hold on. But it's time to let the past go. And it's time to move forward in rebuilding, but it's not rebuilding, it's a rebirth. And that is going to be a very powerful way to see it. It's not that we've lost or that we failed, because we haven't. We are entering into a new chapter of our story. We're seeing ourselves in a new light and in a new way. And that's important. It moves us then to our third pile. So if you resonated with this pile, the answer here is the King of Cups reversed. Now, this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you have water sign energy in your chart, if you have water sign energy in your life, this can actually be a little bit overwhelming. You can also find that your emotions are overwhelming. And this is a time where you can be afraid to let yourself just simply feel, because it's like, oh my gosh, if I open those floodgates, it's never going to stop. I'm never going to get to be where I want to be. And this is a time where it's so important to listen to our hearts, to heal, to connect, to embrace love, to know that we're worth it, and to see ourselves. And that's going to be a game changer here in a very big way, in a very real way. Emotions can overwhelm us. other people's emotions, especially if we're empathic, or even if we just think, oh, I just am more sensitive, even if we're just a highly sensitive person, we can find that the emotions of the world just overwhelm us, absolutely wash over us very, very intensely. And this is going to be a time where we kind of need to figure out, how do I feel? Because our feeling and our sensitivity is actually a superpower for us. But how do I feel and not be completely overwhelmed? How do I embrace what I love and not have, and not have that become a vulnerability that can be taken advantage of? So, this is going to be a very important thing for us during this time, to embrace our emotions, to embrace our feelings, to see ourselves, to know our emotions and what it is that we love and what it is that we want. There's almost a sense of, I'm afraid to feel. I'm afraid to feel. Now, if we were drawn to all three of these decks, well, not decks, but all three of these piles, or if we just love the tarot and want to hear how the story comes together, we can find that we fall into hard work and into discipline and into determination, okay, over what we want, over what we desire. Now, for some of us, we've thrown ourselves into our work because everything else has been uncertain. For others of us, we're embracing, our hard work after a time that has been a pure upheaval and has really tested our hearts. Has said, can I love? Can I move forward in what I love? Some of us have even been thinking, how do I ever love again? If it causes so much pain, if it causes so much hurt. It doesn't have to be romantic love. That's not necessarily what Spirit is talking about. Though if romantic love resonates with you, then that is what Spirit is talking about for you. But here, it's, how do I lead in my emotions? How do I lead in what I love, in what I want, after I've experienced devastation? And it doesn't mean, when I know devastation is a bad word, right? It doesn't, bring positive connotations. But with the tower, devastation is something has changed. It has just changed irrevocably. And we can have a really happy moment in our lives, but we can find that our response to it might have been a little bit devastating, or our adjustment to it wasn't the fairy tale that we thought it was going to be. So the example I like to use is, we can be getting married, or we could be married, or we can have children, and it can be, oh my gosh, we're so excited. And then once we're married, or once that kid is born, or whatever it is, it's like everybody's congratulating you, and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I deal with this? Like, how do I handle this change in my life? And we can be feeling really guilty over that. And then it's like, okay, I'm not trusting my feelings anymore. I'm just going to do the best job that I can and just kind of like power through this. What we're going to see here is the pain that we have been through and the hurt that we have been through has greatly impacted our work. It has. We're different than we were before, but we are more inspired, we are more driven, and we have a deeper well of emotional knowledge for which to draw from. Not to be lost in, which can be something that we need to be aware of during this time, that it will be very easy to be lost in our emotions. But to know that our heart will lead us in skill towards what we love and towards creating and cultivating something breathtakingly beautiful is going to be a power. It's going to be a power source for us. Birdsong is very, very, very important. And the sense of being out in the sunlight and hearing the birds sing. And if we can't get outside, then either playing bird singing and visualizing, sunlight around us, or getting one of those lights that replicate sunlight, can be so beneficial. But also, like, opening up the window and hearing the birds sing just for a little bit can be so beneficial and like really uplift our spirits. We're coming out of the tower time. We're stronger than we ever thought we were. And the way that we see the world has changed, but it has made us stronger. It has made us more. It has given us richness and dimension of being and soul and self. And it leads us then to seeing our hearts in a different way and realizing that we are a heck of a lot stronger than we ever thought we were. Okay. All right, everyone. I hope this reading has resonated with you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Now, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you all so very much. And let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy. Oh, and if you want to enter to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. Okay. Now, let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.